Alright, so one of the long-term goals for all of our clients is always to get them to start ranking higher in Google over time. Now, search engine optimization, which is making sure your site is set up so that Google can see it the way that it needs to and ranks you high for a keyword that you want to be, is something that can take some time, and depending on the competition and their level of sophistication can take a little bit of work. Now, in the beginning, there's a few things that you can do that really set you up for success, and we want to go through that in this particular video. So we're going to talk through a few of the key things that we are always looking at when we are building up a website, but also really formulating the long-term plan so that we can play nicely with Google and rank really high. So on this search, we're just doing insurance agency in Houston. Let's go through this real quick, and whether you're in a big city or a small city, this should be really helpful. So we're looking down the list, and of course we've got the maps that we can look in. So there's ways to rank in there that are very easy that of course we'll go through another time. But let's talk about how do we rank in sort of these first page results right here. So we've got a few things. The first one we have is kingspointinsurance.com. The second one, susanbrownagency.com. Okay, the first thing is to think about is your full list, guys. You want to have a full list of what you want to rank for, because you don't want to just rank for this one keyword. You want to have a full list to go after like this to basically secure that you're going to have a lot of traffic coming through to your website. Okay, so let's go to susanbrownagency.com. Okay, so the first thing is really big. It's got to be mobile friendly. It looks good on desktop, but when I start shrinking it down, it's responsive, meaning it changes in size based on how big the screen is. So we've got the site, we're back to full screen, and we've got all this stuff here. So now that we know it's mobile ready, because Google looks for that to see if it's mobile ready, now we're looking to see, is it search engine friendly? Meaning, is this thing set up where it's mentioning keywords in specific places? Once you were to really inspect this site, you're going to start to see that there are places here where they have took some care to make sure they're mentioning certain words, but in context so that it looks good to people. The next thing is we now know it's mobile ready. We now know that they've taken some care to mention some keywords, and it also looks good. So we want to make sure that we are creating content, actual content that mentions the keywords. So in this particular website, I'd love to see a blog here, because then it gives you the ability to be more updated, and Google loves the setup of blogs, guys. So that's one key there. Now, another real big key here is behind those strategic links is link back to your Facebook page and those other social networks. So here we can go over to the Facebook page. Give me a moment. Okay, this gives them the ability, if they wanted to, and they're not doing it here, but if they wanted to, they can take some of that great content on the blog and they could actually link to it on their Facebook page, and they start getting some interesting things happening there too. Because what happens is when you post good content on your Facebook and other social networks and other people start to share it, Google starts to see that as a signal that it's important as well. Now, there are absolutely a ton of other things that you could do, but the key thing that you need to realize is when you're having your website built, it needs to look good, but it needs to be set up for searches. This is something that you have to really be an expert at to even know what's going on after that. You need to find someone to build your website that is going to write these keywords out that you want to rank for, and then understand the importance of a mobile ready website like this, but in the background can make sure that you've got the things happening at a code level that are going to help you rank too. Now, the only other thing that I will mention here is, because this is super important, is on this site, if there was a blog that had good content and it was very keyword focused around these particular keywords, I can almost guarantee you that for just about any insurance keyword that we had, that you can think of for this particular area, this site would rank for it over the next year. Let's just say once a week a new blog post came up and you hired someone to do this, and all of those posts were focused around these keywords. You will see these people shoot way up to the search engines, not just for Houston Insurance Agency, but you see them shoot up for all of them. And so I can't stress that enough. It's not only about what your website looks like, what's going on in the background, how many links you have coming to you. You can find someone to actually help you focus on content and have a plan. You can do some very powerful things, and let me tell you, from at least an insurance agency standpoint, even a dental standpoint, a chiropractor, a car dealership, law firm, ranking high and just investing in content for even just a year is more than an easy investment to make in terms of your return. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Like I said, some really key things that we're going to do here. First, figure out the keywords that make you money. Second, make sure your website search engine friendly. That's something that you want to have a professional do after that. Make sure it's mobile ready, professional, have them build it a certain way, really focus on content. Get some strategic links, like from your chamber, your newspaper, maybe. Really take those actions to get those. And then make sure that you're linked up with your social media and you're spreading out your content that you've already have produced that's going to help you to start to get even more traffic. So this is an advanced strategy, but it's one that's absolutely worth implementing to get where you want to go. Guys, I hope this has been a great video to help you get further. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. We are here to help you. Thank you.